Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. So it is Christmas Eve 2025. Happy holidays to everybody, but most importantly, make sure to stay safe and healthy out there. Anyways, today we got such an exciting show as we're making a recipe that's perfect for any time of the year, but it's extra special right now during the holidays as it truly is a special treat. We're talking crispy Spanish dessert fritters. These are known as Tortitas Crujientes con Azucar. And let me tell you, these fritters have a light crispy texture on the outside with a very simple yet delicious flavor in the inside. The recipe's made with the most basic pantry staples you probably already have in your home as you're watching this. And the best part, it's all done in just 20 minutes. Folks, serve these fritters as a dessert or for breakfast next to a couple fried eggs. Either way, it's the kind of food that with each bite, it's gonna fill you with so much goodness. All right, let's just jump right into this. I'm gonna add 2/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour into a large bowl, which is 80 grams. We'll also add in 1/3 cup of cornstarch, which is 40 grams. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, which is 4 grams. 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, which is 25 grams. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, which is a little over 1 gram. And 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, which is 1.5 grams. And we'll whisk the dry ingredients together. Then we'll make a well in the middle. Crack in 2 large eggs and whisk the eggs. And then add in 1/3 cup of milk, which is 90 milliliters, and whisk it all together until you end up with a thick batter with no lumps in it. I'm using low fat, but you can also use full fat, non-fat, or even a plant-based milk. Once we end up with a thick batter with no lumps in it, we'll finally grate in a kiss of fresh lemon zest. You want to make sure to avoid that white pith as it adds a bitter flavor. And we'll give it one final whisk. And that's the exact texture you want for your batter. If you see that yours is too thick or thin, just adjust the amount of milk that you add in there. But like I've told you in the past, these fritter batters are very forgiving, meaning even if you don't have them right on the money, you're still going to end up with delicious fritters. For the final step, let's start cooking them up. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 90 milliliters. Make sure you use the good stuff here. This is what truly flavors the fritters. Link where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. After a couple minutes and the oil's nice and hot, we'll start adding spoonfuls of the batter. You want to make sure all the fritters are in a single layer and evenly spaced out, so cook this in batches to not overcrowd the pan. And we're going to go for about 3 minutes per side here until the fritters are golden and crispy. And as you finish each batch, transfer the fritters into a dish with some paper towels. And then we'll top off the fritters with a kiss of powdered sugar. You want to make sure to do this while the fritters are nice and hot, as it's going to ensure that the powdered sugar clings on to the fritters. And we'll continue to cook the rest of the fritters in the exact same method. Once all the fritters have been fried up, we'll transfer a couple into a serving dish. And check it out, folks, our crispy Spanish dessert fritters are done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in about 20 minutes. Let's give these a try and see how they turned out. Once again, folks, Tortitas Crujientes con Azucar. Today I think we're in for a treat. Here we go. It's confirmed. We're in for a treat. A super special treat. Those are so good. You got that light crispy texture on the outside. The inside, so many simple yet delicious flavors. And that powdered sugar, taking it to the next level. Easy to make, the most basic ingredients. Gift you to try at home. Once again, for dessert or for breakfast next to a couple fried eggs. Either way, it's the kind of food that with each bite, it's gonna fill you with so much goodness. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Colin Hallman, Robert Gerhardt, and Andrew Scotchmer. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, And if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Until the next time, and happy holidays to all of you. Hasta luego.